gentlemen, please welcome NBA MVP, Steph Curry.
In an average year in America, more than 33,000 people die after getting shot by a gun. That's about 2,700 people every month, 600 people every week, and 91 people every day. Wherever you're from, whatever you think, whatever your politics are, what you can't forget is that every one of those people who dies has a story. This is one of them. It's about a 15-year-old kid, an athlete, and a role model who had nothing to do with the bullet that took his life. He and his friends didn't know the people who killed him or anything about the feud that led to their gunfire. But in a split second, because of his incredible courage, he became part of one of the saddest statistics in America. So now, we let him tell us his story.
My name is Zaevion Dobson, and the last day of my life was December 17, 2015. I died where I lived, in a part of Knoxville, Tennessee called Lonsdale. Lonsdale's a tough place. There's a lot of crime and a lot of violence, but there isn't a lot of money. This is the house I grew up in. My mom and my two brothers, they still live there. That's Mark Haston. He's the oldest. He got into some trouble when he was younger, so he always wanted to make sure that wouldn't be me.
I've seen people shot at. I've seen people die, get killed, right in front of my very face. And that's why I always told them, just because we live in this environment, you don't have to be of the environment. You can be different. You can stand out.
This is Zach. We were born a year apart. And as long as I can remember, he was my best friend.
When we were little, we used to ride bikes. We used to go to the creek a lot, catch salamanders, play hide and go seek and stuff.
They would eat together, sleep together, take baths together, be on the same team together, go to school together, go to church together.
He would just jump in my bed for no reason. I don't know why. Says, Zach, I'm sleeping with you tonight, so I don't care. And he just lay there. I'll be in this little corner over here, just sitting there like he's okay. Is this what you want to do? I was like, all right. He'd wrap his arm around me, and he'd just go to sleep.
So it was just my mom and her three boys. But she was all we needed. She did everything right. And she always made sure we knew the difference between right and wrong.
Growing up in the environment, I knew a lot of things that were going on. Whatever goes on out there, goes on out there. I can control my home. And the foundation that we built was just built on love.
A lot of areas in Knoxville are low income. And these kids are put into an environment with scarce resources. Our focus really was for him to realize his own potential and empower him to be something more.
You know what? I had a lot of people who taught me to believe in myself and dream big. And nothing in the world made me dream bigger than football. Zach and I, we started when we were little. We played on the same school team together. He was the man on offense.
Shake, bake, Zaevion Dobson.
I was all about defense.
Chased down by Zaevion Dobson. Dobson makes the tackle. Sophomore Zaevion Dobson with the sack.
Oh, man, my teammates were like family, too. We always had a good time, and we always looked out for each other.
There was never a dull moment. It was a joy to me to hear him laugh and for him to bring all his friends around.
Everybody wanted to be around him. He was funny. Made me feel good, like I have a brother next to me always. He'll do anything for us to make sure we're okay.
Zaevion, he was the main person I could always tell any of my secrets.
He was so very outgoing and just full of so much love. When he walked in the room just filled up. You know what I'm saying? He didn't even have to talk, and you felt his presence.
I look back now, and all I see is how happy I was. There was so much ahead of me. Big plans for the future, you know? When football season ended in November, we were all looking forward to Christmas break. The last day of school was December 17th. That's right. The last day of my life. We got started at the Fulton basketball game. The whole crew was there.
Zaevion, Zach, and Xavier came in for a minute after the game. They checked in.
My cousin Dewey said his friends Faith and Kiara wanted to hang out, so we should come through.
I said, have a little fun and just come on back home. And they said, we will.
We walked up the street, and we were sitting on the porch, just talking about the game, having fun.
It was just another Friday night. We were laughing, telling stories. And then out of nowhere, gunshots. It happened real fast.
They shoot like crazy.
I remember people screaming and running, but there was nowhere to go. There was nowhere to go. I grabbed Faith and Kiara and I pulled them to the ground. Got on top of them to try to cover them up. Try to keep them safe.
Male on the front porch, possibly been killed.
I go to the back porch, and he's laying right there. And then I go to him. I was shaking him. I was like, Zay, wake up. Let's go. We got to go. Let's go. And he just, it's blood everywhere.
Someone knocked on my door. I went to answer the door. The lady was like, it's your sons. You need to come with me right away. When I arrived on the scene, I saw yellow tape. And then I saw Zach. And Zach told me what happened to Zaevion.
Zaevion Dobson, a 15-year-old Fulton High School student and football player, was struck and killed after he had jumped on top of two girls to shield them. To shield them from the shooters.
I just always knew he would be the one to do something like that. He always been like more of the hero.
To have a 15-year-old do that type of act, and without the training that we've had, that's extraordinary.
Zaevion Dobson gave his life to save theirs. An act of heroism a lot bigger than anything we should ever expect from a 15-year-old.
You hear the word courage,
It can be described in many different ways, but I can't think of anything more courageous to do than to lay down your life for friends the way Zaevion did.
That's a lot. It's hard to pay that back, or whatever you want to call it. I don't know.
My mama always used to complain that she wanted a peace of mind in her home. And now it's just quiet. Piece of our family is missing. So it's just silence.
Zaevion used to tell me, you gotta have my back. I said, Zaevion, I got your front and your back. He would always say, fight for me. And I can hear his voice now saying, fight for me. Fight for me. I am grateful and honored to be here for Zaevion Dobson. I'm Zaevion Dobson, and I'm here to represent Zaevion. It's time for us to stand up for our children.
Zaevion gave his life to save someone else's. What's our excuse for not acting?
Not one more.
We have to ask ourselves, is this the world we want our kids to grow up in? Are we just going to accept these tragedies as the price for our freedom and move on? It's up to all of us to build a country that's worthy of Zaevion's promise. That's what we owe him. That's what we owe all of our kids.
Though we mourn about death, death compels you to do something greater. Death compels you to honor that person, not only through the narrative, but through your own actions in your own life.
I only made it to 15. No one will ever know what kind of life I would have had, what I might have accomplished. But my mom still talks to me every day.
There's not a day gone by that I don't think of you, Zaevion. From my heart to heaven, always thinking of you. Always missing you. I love you so much. Love you so much.
She hears my voice. And I know she's going to fight to make sure no one ever forgets me.
Ladies and gentlemen, accepting the Arthur Ashe Award for Courage on behalf of Zaevion Dobson, his mother Zenobia, and his brothers Marcason and Zach.
Hallelujah. Thank you, Lord. Good evening. It's an honor to accept this award on behalf of our beloved Zaevion. Arthur Ashe was a leading example of strength and courage for us as a family, and we feel blessed and honored that our Zaevion joined the ranks of this award's honorees.
We'd like to thank Martin Chapel Church, all our family and friends in the Lionsdale community. L's up, baby. We are taking back what belongs to our youth, a chance to be safe while growing up and having fun in the neighborhood.
I want to say thanks to everyone at Lonsdale Elementary, Fulton High, our preachers, teachers, administration, all coaches, even back to the Little League for being a part of me and Zaevion's life. We had so much fun together, and I truly miss my little brother.
I'd also like to recognize my own mother, Pearl, Auntie Annette, Evelyn, sisters Judy, Asia, Jazz, and Talanda. And you too, Kevin. And the lady who paved the way for all of us, Nanny, my grandmother. Now, I love to stand up here and tell you even more about Zaevion than you already know. All the hopes and dreams he had for the future, all the things I dreamed about for him. But I feel the need to tell you something else. As you know, Zaevion was killed by passing gunfire on December 17, 2015. But you probably don't know that 4 months later, his 12-year-old cousin, Jawan Latham, was killed in a drive-by shooting. Love you, Nuki and Hubert. Like Zaevion, Jawan was an innocent victim. He was a promising young man, active in church, loved sports. Jawan was actually coming home from a basketball game where Zaevion was honored. When he was shot, he was just doing exactly what we tell good boys to do, and he lost his life. So in honor of Zaevion and Jawan and so many others, I'm here to fight back. We as a country need to take a stand to consider the effects of gun violence on families throughout America. Oh, yes. And I'm here to urge all of you to join the movement tonight to save innocent lives. We need to rewrite laws to make it harder for the people to get guns. Some progress has been made, but just a few months ago in Tennessee, a law was passed allowing more people to carry guns on college campuses. What sense does that make? We need to go in the opposite direction. All the athletes in this room, y'all have a lot of power. People look up to you. I know Zaevion did. And I urge you to think tonight about why he died and what you can do tomorrow to prevent the next innocent young man or woman from being lost as well. If my son were here tonight, I know what I say to him. Zaevion, your dreams and visions are here with us to prove that your act of bravery and boldness revealed to the world the real you. Handsome, strong, and with a beautiful spirit, you were and you remain a guardian angel to us. In heaven is where you belong. Fly high, our Falcon 24. Be at peace along our little side, our Tar Heel Jawan. Thank you again. God bless and good night. Thank you so much.